Better way to do this is to start with something that produces cash flow day one, that is very easy to get into, requires less than $20,000, and allows you to use things like 0% interest business funding and to get you into many properties. What this means is you can also enjoy the life along the way. You can quit your job and live your life on your own terms. You can spend more time with your family, retire your spouse or your partner, and retire your parents. Whatever it is that is important to you, you can genuinely do that much sooner, like 39 years sooner than the traditional method. So the question is there a better way?
Yes!
Using the middleman method, I went from $0 to $405,000 in the first 12 months of doing this. I'm not special, guys. I started working at this while I was in the military. I was working 90+ hours a week, making $2,000 a month, and I was sleeping in the backseat of my truck in a parking lot. Once I figured out how to use other people's properties to make money, my life changed, and it changed super fast. The middleman method allowed us to find profitable properties that are already operating on Airbnb, and then find a similar property that's available for rent. And we rent it, we furnish it, and we list it on Airbnb and start making money in less than 30 days. In the next minute, I'll show you how the middleman method works, but first let me share with you what results you can expect. By using my middleman method, you should be making $3,000 to $5,000 per month per property that you start on Airbnb. And that means for most people out there, if you start just with 2 properties, you're well on your way of replacing your 9-to-5. You don't need some huge lump sum to get started. You can start a property with just as little as $15,000 and you can instantly start making profit within the first 30 days. It really doesn't matter what you're earning now, you can get started, and best of all, you don't need to prove your income to apply for some giant loan with the banks just to get started in this business. And as long as your credit is not terrible, you're going to be able to get into a property fairly quickly. And if your credit isn't amazing, there are still ways to get you in and started. With just 4 properties, you'll be making over $100,000 a year in profit, and what can easily happen within 6 to 12 months. That's if you work, of course. Just like my students here, Javi had no experience and made almost $15,000 in his first 30 days of launching his property. Sam quit his job immediately. Jake and Elizabeth started with their first property and started making a ton of money. Todd grew his business to over $300,000 in the first year, and so many more.